in kind of the same vein this week, I decided to see what you shared. I thought, well, I want to put The Good Life as a book I'm recommending this week by Helen and Scott Nearing. I think I turned you onto that book. I don't know if you've read
Hmm.
it yet or not, but it's funny because I actually started rereading it last week. And I wasn't even going to include that, but then I seen the one you included. And I thought, well, this is kind of like I said, in that similar vein. And these are folks, and this is like they started, I think, in the 60s, I think. Maybe it's a little before that. But anyway, they spent years living a self-sufficient life. And they document their journey. It's Helen and Scott Nearing, and it is amazing. Like they he actually lived to be over 100. She
Oh,
was I
wow.
think in her 90s when she wrote the forward for that book, and she was still living this way. And
Wow.
so
That's right.
what
I
my
started to read it, and she's old. She was younger than
she
him.
was a little younger than him, like I don't know, a few years younger than him, but yeah, he lived to be over 100, and she's like I said, going to probably hit it too. I don't know if she's dead now or not, but um, great book. And but I'm going to tell you what I admire. Like they live a lot different than me. They had a lot of different viewpoints on life. They were vegetarians.
Right.
Their political standings are just. I mean, you can just tell they're a different breed than me. But I was just so enamored by their discipline more than anything. I mean, every day they got up and they did what they called 4 hours of bread labor, which they worked to supply the food for their home for the year, and they did this over a 3 or 4 month period for the year. I mean, they did put in their 4 hours a day of bread labor, and then they
Mhm.
had so many hours a year that they put in for their income, and they mostly did that with tapping trees for syrup
Okay. Yep.
and sugar. So they did that for their income, and then had so many hours a day that they dedicated for like personal growth, where they did reading or art or whatever. And and they were just so disciplined about it every day in their life. And
Yeah.
I just love, I don't know, the structure was fascinating to me how they did this, and they document it through this book. And it's just neat. I don't know. It's just neat to see, and read about. So it's a great book. If you've never read it before, it's called The Good Life, and it's worth picking up. So that's my
I did
recommendation.
buy